Hey you, welcome back to the channel. And guys, today we want to talk about the WestWorld Season 2 trailer we got. And we want to try to explore what's going on as we got the end of Season 2. We got the end of the first season. And we had that very big conclusion where it ends with Ford dying at the hands of Dolores, who's actually the Wyatt program has overwritten. And this of course got to find out was all part of these beings coming into consciousness through making their own decisions, through pain and suffering, traumatic events that would give them the final piece of that puzzle to attain consciousness. And so in this trailer, of course we get Dolores. She's riding a horse. Looks like she's with Teddy. She's gunning people down. And my thoughts are, these are probably guests of the park that they're gunning down. So, is this? I imagine that this is maybe going to be part of the entire new whole species, or these new conscious living beings taking control of their own destiny, driving humans out of the park, and so that they can now live in this park alone, undisturbed by mankind. Now, at least that's my thoughts. These would be, if these would be other hosts that they're killing. Doesn't look like that, because Dolores looks like she's still on the Wyatt program, that she's become Wyatt, and perhaps she's hunting the remaining board members that were at the party. So very interesting how the show left off. Of course, here we get William, the man in black, and he's still in the park, and looks like he's still on his exploration to find out exactly, how far this consciousness thing goes, as he's lost everything back in the real world. Now, trying to figure out here then if William, does he want to finally meet his end in the park? Does he want to live amongst these beings? I really don't quite understand, exactly what is the height of this, other than him maybe just want to explore more deeper meaning life itself. And I imagine he feels he's going to find that within the park, within the parameters of the park. We also got Maeve returning back, and she's with the she was with one of the park story writers, and so he's in shock to see all these dead people in the facility. And of course, these are the hosts that have killed all of the the people who work for the Delos Corporation. In the scene that we got. And so, not really sure, what his part's going to be in that. Maeve seems to be holding a gun. She doesn't seem to want to kill him. It seems like they're having some type of conversation. Maybe they have some type of mutual agreement. But we know Maeve is looking for her daughter, and she's returned to the park. And the board director, her name for some reason is escaping me right now. The one that was in communication with William here, when she was planning to have Ford retire. Her name will come to me in a second. But she seems, of course, she doesn't appear, she wasn't shot or killed. I don't know if they're going to try to kill her. But she is shocked at what's happening at the party, the farewell party to Ford. where he was going to resign. And, so don't really know how they're going to, if she's going to be hunted by the. I would imagine that if other hosts gain their consciousness, some of them would make decisions to murder human beings. We actually see some hosts that are smiling as Dolores is killing a lot of people in the in the party, and the way they're smiling, it looks like it's suggesting that they have gained some type of consciousness. Um, you know, Also, what's very interesting is, some people speculate that there may be some venturing off into the other theme parks, that are associated with Westworld. Maybe there will be this type of spreading of for the other hosts that occupy these parks to be set free to gain consciousness as well. Maybe Maeve will eventually lead that rise up as a leader and lead them to that particular part of freeing the host, freeing these new people, as Ford suggested in his last final speech, as he alluded to. I don't know what Dolores' path is at this part. Seems like Dolores just kind of wanted to be left alone, kind of in the park. That's what I get from Dolores and these people living together. Of course, we know the outside world is going to intervene now because they're going to be concerned about the people inside the park. Maybe obviously there'll be an evacuation effort. We did see the security team down there. And I would imagine their role is to recover the remaining people in the park. Also, a lot of speculation is, of course, this is all happening, the time, we're under the assumption due to the technology, some type of future event. I'm kind of up in the air because some people have speculated that it may be on another planet, maybe another world entirely, meaning another world we're not aware of, or it might even be what I've speculated to, in my other videos you need to watch, entitled where the location of Westworld is. So being sure to watch that video to, maybe put some ideas about what's going on into a little bit, more, maybe make a little bit more sense, put the story a little bit more context. But, yeah, guys, that's what we got. We still got William exploring the park. We got, Bernard. He's going through some weird changes there. As he understood Ford's direction and what the idea of what the park was and behind the park. And I think there's going to be ultimately a big confrontation between the host and the security team and possibly even the military from the outside, and maybe we'll get to see more of what's going on with the world as they discover what's going on. But anyway, guys, I was glad to see this trailer. They've just started filming, so still a long time to go before we can get some much anticipated Westworld. A lot of the actors and actresses are back from season 1, as we could see. Of course, that's very convenient. The summer hosts, so of course they can be resurrected or reused. As far as the human beings associated with it, I've seen so far just like the security team chief and the board director Charlotte. Charlotte was her name. Charlotte seemed to be alive, at least in the trailer. But anyway, guys, tell me your thoughts on what you think about what's going on in Westworld. Don't forget to watch my video series on the channel here of the location of Westworld. Guys, if you like content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe. If you're on Steam, don't forget to upvote for this. And until next time, take care.